Hello and welcome to our little let's play of Mad Games Tycoon, one of my favorite games. On early access right now, since it lets you pretty much control a video game studio, and I always like that idea. So I'm going to create my company, which is called Random Software. Which I feel like works well enough. Since I can't actually pick my country, I'm going with Germany. Which gives me a little sales boost in terms of simulation. Even though I normally don't use simulation, I'm just going to skip the tutorial because I've played this game like 56 hours or something like that. So it's really not all that necessary. Going to put some points into game design and programming because it's going to help a lot at the very beginning of the game. I don't know the genre combinations and all that. I normally look that up while I'm playing. I am not going to look it up for this Let's Play. So you have to bear with me because I am going to experiment a bit. We are going to play on normal. I also don't know how long I'm going to do this, but yeah, we'll see all that when it comes to that. Let's see. Alright, so first off, we are going to build a development studio here with a door there and a neat little desk, a cheap one, for my one and only employee to work there, which is, well, myself. And that's pretty much all we need right now. So I'm just going to go ahead. Here are the trends. Right now, skill games are in the trend, and Stone Age is the main topic we can use. Unfortunately, I don't have those right now, so I'm going with dragons and vampires. Also, I totally forgot to turn off the the notifications in Steam. So yeah, dragons and vampires. That's vampire dragons, and that's going to be a skill game. And my target audience is going to be teenagers, because that sounds pretty emo. We are not going to use an engine because we don't have one right now. And our sole platform is going to be the personal computer. We are starting in the year 1980, so yeah, that's going to evolve too. I'm just going to leave those here, which is not going to make for a good game, but it will give us a bit of experience. I'm always speeding up and slowing down the game in regular intervals, so let's see, nothing is unlocked yet. So this is a new version I haven't played yet. The game is regularly updated, which is great. They are really doing a nice job at this. I mean, the producers. And I'm looking at, well, you have a lot of publishers you can pick from. And I am going with one that has the fanbase skill and gives me $7 per sold game. Alright, now I can build the research area. Yeah, it's actually not too bad. It got 65%. Graphics are good and the genre is in trend. So now I can build a research office, which is good because it allows us to do certain things like researching topics, technology and all that. We are also going to need to hire some staff. Right now, not too many good people around because I don't have enough stars. You get stars by having very expensive things in your office. But he is going to immediately research the Stone Age topic. which is here. So in the meanwhile, I am going to update Vampire Dragons. This costs money, but it also boosts my sales because the quality of my game is improving. Here you can see the sales and how much it actually got. So at the beginning you're of course in the red because, well, the game costs a lot to produce, but we are getting quite close to making our money back really fast, which is good. Let's see, I could go for another update, and I will do that. So in earlier versions of this game you could only update 5 times. Now you can update more often. I don't know if that's a great idea or not, but still, it's nice to know. And I'm also going to research our first feature for color support. And what comes into play now is that we can create our own game engines that are specifically made for certain genres. This is going to come up pretty soon. The great thing about that is that we can actually sell those engines to other developers and get a cut of their profits when they release a game that was made with it. So that's a great way of having a bit of extra money. I also bought a second seat so I can pull him over here when I'm developing the next game, because I only need him right now in order to research features for my engines, and those pop up in certain intervals. So now we can do our engine. Now sales are still doing quite well. You can also license other engines, but at this difficulty degree I don't think that's really necessary. We are going with a skill engine because that's the main genre right now. We are adding 4 color support. This is all fine. This is like the price they paid to get the engine, and this is the profit sharing, so we're going with that. This is the Mad Games convention. We can't really participate right now because even the small booth costs 100,000, and I'm not going to take a loan up just for that. Taking loans is a good way to get out of a bad situation. It's also a perfect way to get into a bad situation, because you have to pay it off, and yeah, that's just going to hurt you in the end. So our first game did really well. We are going to go with another game. This time we are actually going with Stone Age and vampires, and we're gonna call it Stonebiters. Game size is going to matter very soon. We are still going for this, and we are going with our new skill engine. We are still only PC because we can't buy dev kits yet. So I'm going to put it a bit more here, so you gather experience about the genres you're working with, and you edge ever so closer to the perfect settings. Also, you need copy protection at a certain point because piracy is going to hurt you. I am going to leave this like this because, well... Alright, and here you see we can implement 4 color support. It's also going to increase the budget of our game, so that's always something to keep in mind. And off we go. And there's a video game boom. Those are random events that happen, well, randomly, and that can really impact the sales of your games. So this is great because we still get a bit of money from our released game, That actually could make it to 20k copies, which is really impressive for the first game you do. Alright. Let's go with Blue Ocean again. And we can now produce games for 2 platforms at the same time and buy dev kits, so that's good. As you can see, it's not as good as the last game, but we have the topic in trend, we have the genre in trend, it's still going to sell, and if we immediately update it, it should get a nice boost. So you can see that new research items are popping up randomly. Genres, I only research genres when they are in the trend. So yeah, I'm staying away from that one because they are really costly. I mean 40k and 50k, that's not the kind of money you're just going to spend at this stage. But there is new research. And I'm going to invest in some research in order to upgrade the engine. And yes, now I need a staff room. Yeah, the first staff room is going to be very small, but we are going to get some neat stars from it. And with that we could have better employees. I am also going to do a last update for Vampire Dragons. Might be it's a bit too late. Yes, it is. That is too bad. So I'm going with Stonebiters again, which turns a profit right now, so that's really good. Research is done. The great thing is, oh, somebody has licensed our engine. The great thing is that your employees gather experience over time, so they get better. They constantly improve their skills, and that really helps because it improves the quality of your products. Now we are not in the Games of the Year awards. 1980 is coming to a close. Just going to get rid of those notifications. We already have 49 fans, that's good. We could still go with... Oh, you can actually go past 5. That's very interesting. We are going to improve our old engine. Even though, well, missed out on that. You can also research consoles, but at this stage, it's not worth it because it's a very costly endeavor. Yeah. So he has no work, so I'm going to buy another desk in here in order to put him there. So things are sped up a bit. Now I need to actually update the engine twice. Oh. New feature. Right. I'm going with a new game. I still have enough time, I guess, for another Stone Age game. So, and this time we are going with Stone Dragons. And I'm still going with skill, and we use our engine for that. We have our main platform, and well, 24%. You see the market share they have, so you're always going with the console that has the highest market share. And those dev kits are really costly. I'm just going to edge a bit closer there. And this is still fine. And we're going with this. So 73,000, we don't have that kind of money. We are going to borrow some. And we are going to develop our game. And as soon as I have 50k again, I will pay back the money, because the monthly fees are just ridiculous. Stonebiters is still doing well. It's actually doing better than the first game we released, which is good. And it's better than any game we produced before. That's great. Going with blue version again. Right now it makes no discernible difference if the game if you have a good relation with the publisher, but I think in future versions that's going to impact it somewhat. Also 53 is not the worst score we could get. So yeah. Let me think a second. Yeah, we are going to go with an update for Stone Dragons. We're just having a nice first week. And we are getting some profit sharing because they used our engine, and we get 24k. That's really good, because now I can repay our credit. So Stonebiters made actually 105k, that's really quite good. Oh, and another profit sharing, 133k. That's really good because will help us research certain things. Right now I let my research guy stay just there, because as you can see in 5 weeks the trends are going to change, so there's going to be some research happening. Alright, our Stone Dragons game already turned a profit. That's good. I am going to update it a bit. You now have money to buy licenses. Yes, you can actually create licensed game in this, which helps selling more copies. But yeah, game developer legends, 200% chance of legendary employees. Well, that's good. Let's see if I can actually. No, not right now. So those are parodies of known real-world developers. And oh, the new trends are out. It's actually economic simulation with frogs. That's a weird combination. I am first of all going to research frogs, because the economic simulation part is going to take a bit more time. And I can already create a game, a skill game based on frogs, and profit from that while the engine is being produced. Yeah, I'm still not going to participate right now. I need that kind of money in order to get my next upgrade, where I can actually use an entire garage. So I'm still going with 5 updates, even though I can do limitless amounts of updates right now. The game is really doing well. I think we are going to move past 50k with that one. Oh, he's sick. That's why he needs more rest. I should really buy him something to sit by. Let me see. Yeah, I'm going with that. Alright. Sounds good. And we are going to... Oh, he already researched that. That's good. Going with a new genre, the economic simulation, which is not all that cheap. Oh, but we get more money. I can actually have a look. Oh, the large garage we can already get. I'm just going to finish off that update here. Why did you go all the way over there? That's not... That doesn't make any sense. Oh. Anyway. We are going to get ourselves a new garage. One where we can actually build more stuff. And we can have a training room too. Alright, so the thing is, every time you change the location, you also need to rebuild all the rooms you had. So I'm going with a 5-on-5 setup right here. But you can still change the sides afterwards. As you can see, there's a bit of space here. The head office can be quite small, so that's not going to be a problem. And we need some toilets, obviously. And we also need a staff room. That one can be quite small, but, well. Toilets! We need toilets, we need so many toilets. I am going with modern toilets because they also give me a nice little star. Well, these things are not cheap. Let's go restroom metal sink, because we don't have room for anything else. Alright, a nice little couch. I'm also going with expensive seats, because they actually speed up the... I mean desks, because they also speed up the development time quite nicely. And there's that. Alright, enough room. Yeah, 5-on-5 is not optimal, but you can still do a lot of stuff with it. What's next? We do have a staff room, but that's already equipped. We need a head office. I can only get this one right now because it gives me a lot of stars. I'm going to put it in here. The head office really doesn't serve a purpose outside of buying certain things. Do I have two? Yeah, I have two of them. I'm going to remove this one. And I'm going to... I got a bit distracted here, I guess. Right, let's get a nice couch. Alright. So, here we go. I'm going to assign staff. Oh, I never used this feature. Let me see how this actually works. Huh. Anyway, going to put my dudes in here and the research dude in here. I'm also going to hire some people. Right. It really doesn't matter who you hire at the beginning. So yeah, let's see. I was researching economic simulations. And well, why not upgrade this game further, because it's doing quite well. Still, oh, we just passed 50k. That's good. That's actually quite good. And as you can see, always each time you do an upgrade for it, an update for it, it will actually increase some sales. Yeah, you can also do contract work, which is great because you can just get a bit of money very quick. And right now we do need some money because we just moved, and yeah, I'm going to upgrade that. What we need now is a new engine in order to profit from this. We need an engine for economic simulations. So simulation engine. We are going to put all the features in, which is really costly. So we need to hit the bank for this. I noticed that my employees are getting sick really quickly right now, which isn't the best thing, but oh well. And we actually get some money from licensing. That's good. There's also a good reason to always update your engines with the latest features, because the engines can get a lot of cash on the side, as you can see. Now 20k here, 20k there, that's really going to help, especially at the beginning. Oh, we got worst game of the year. That's going to cost us all our fans. That's too bad. I'm also going to research B+ games. Oh, I can't actually. That's too bad. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to make this room larger, so it can have more employees in it. Because I have some employees just idling around, and that's just not going to do it. And we are going to do a new game now. We are still going to stay with B. We are going to have adults play this. We need frog. And we need it to be an economic simulation. Yeah, I'm going with that. We are going to pick the simulation engine because it has more features. I could pick a subtopic, but well, not right now, I think. I don't know what's going to be the best thing here, so I can't actually buy a new copy protection. That's bad, but oh well. Yes, we have all the parts. We need to borrow money, so I'm going to do that. And there's even some money left, so I can actually get a new desk. So one more person can actually work on this. And we are going to go ahead with this. Hoping for the best here. Wow, we can now have a marketing department. I don't have any room for it though, so that's a bummer. Last game did really well. Alright. Is there anyone that has simulations? No. So we are going to go with Blue Ocean because we have the best relation with them, and they give us $7 per game sold. So let's see. Can we pass the 50% mark? Barely! Ah, good. I am so going to update this because we really need money and this game needs to succeed. Because there's a lot to pay back right now. Also, there's some research that could be done. Alright, we have 100k. I'm going to pay back 100k. That's still doing really nice. Stone Dragons is done with. But we sold 62,000 copies of it. And we made a profit of 305k. So that's good. Still going to update Frog Money. Oh wow, it's doing really well. So I was able to repay all the credit, which is perfect. Also going to rearrange that. So yeah, what we are going to do now is I'm going to hire more people. Oh, there's actually 2 legendary guys around. That's Doug Banetta and Toshi Nashikatu. I don't know who they are parodying. Maybe you two. But yeah, if you know who's being parodied here, you can leave a comment. I don't know who those people are or are supposed to be. Still, we got 2 legendaries. They have really high stats. That's going to be a tremendous help early on because they can really raise the quality of a product so high. I'm actually going to save here because there's a lot of luck. Well, there is this special effect going on, so hiring them is always a good idea. Going with another update for Frog Money. Really going to push that all the way. And I'm also going to do B+ games now. That's going to be great. I'm also going to take a break now. And I hope you liked this. If you did, please subscribe, like and share this video. I don't know how many parts of this I'm going to make because this game, well, you can actually play it endlessly. If you enjoy it enough, I will just keep on playing it. So tell me if you want to see more of this. I'm still going to produce a couple of more videos of this. So yeah, stay tuned. Bye.